Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. Calling the zoning administrator hearing to order of October 10th, 2024. It is 1:33 p.m. And clerk, do we have a determination of legal notice?
All items on the agenda have been properly noticed.
Thank you. And we have one item on today's regular calendar. It is case AP 2024-0011 for the owner applicant Marco Chaboya and agent Javier Rao. And I believe we have senior planner Mark Kleiser available on Zoom for this item. So Mark, may I have your presentation?
Yes, we have no presentation today, and we are asking for a continuance of this item to a date uncertain.
Okay. And has this been discussed with the applicant agent as well?
Yes, this has been.
Okay, excellent. And if I can look to see, do we have a representative of the application available online here? And if so, you can indicate by raising your hand. And any comments from the applicant or agent?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, this is Javier. I was the agent, and I discussed this with actually Rob Fitzsimmons about a continuance to gather some more information.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Okay, so with that, since this item will be continued, and I see that we have many folks in the room here, and that we did not receive a staff presentation, I am not going to hear verbal public comment today, but I encourage you all to please put your comments into writing and provide those to the project planner, as well as all of that correspondence will be considered when this application comes back forward again. But with that said, I am going to go ahead and continue this item to a date uncertain. So what that means is that a new public notice will be sent out when this item will be reheard. So all of you who received notice will receive notice again. There'll also be publication in the local newspaper as well.
I have a question. So I didn't receive a notice and I'm just like right across the street. Is there a reason why I didn't?
I would say follow up with the project planner after the meeting too, and we'll review the noticing list and see if there's some sort of error on there.
Okay, great.
To make sure that all individuals receive notice who should receive notice.
Okay,
So.
thank you.
People who did send in something written, how do we find out to make sure that what we sent in went to the right place? And I wondered that too.
They are all posted online on our website, and we can direct you to that link as well.
Okay, so we don't see what we wrote. That means we need to resubmit it.
Follow up with us, yes, and make sure that it's properly posted.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is your name?
My name is, sorry, you missed my introduction. My name is
Sorry.
Julia Krog. I'm the Director of Planning and Building Services and the Zoning Administrator.
Julia.
Krog, K-R-O-G.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
So with that, this item is continued to a date uncertain. And then I'm going to
I
move.
have a quick question. I received an email from Rob a couple days ago specifically about this, and it mentioned it being postponed to November 14th, but he also specifically stated that regardless of it being postponed, that there would be public comment and to specifically come today.
I
yes.
apologize for that, but the item is not continued to a date certain as requested by staff. So that may have been what they had been anticipating at that time, but it's being continued to a date uncertain as requested by staff.
Okay.
And public comment can be submitted in writing, as I stated. Just because there's no presentation having been performed, I will not be hearing public comment on the item.
So the public comment is always extended then, because yesterday was the cutoff.
Correct.
So it's extended until whatever the next meeting date is that comes up?
You can provide comment at any time, yes.
Okay. We can provide comment even if the meeting ends up being canceled?
Yes.
Okay.
Is Javier still available?
The agent, we won't be doing any back and forth with the agent as part of this right now, since we're not hearing the presentation, we're not going to hear public comment, and the item is continued. But so with the follow-up hearing that will occur, that will be renoticed, then there'll be an opportunity for additional testimony to be provided.
I find it interesting that they had several months to prepare and then they weren't
There is no comment. I think actually the request is coming from staff, and so at this time the item will be continued.
Okay,
So I'm going to go ahead and close up this item as part of this agenda and move on to agenda item number
One more
4.
question, how do people that did not receive the original notice get on the list to get noticed?
You can certainly submit that in writing to us
Okay.
to request to receive notice, and we'll put
Okay.
you on the interested parties mailing list.
They can't just call in on the phone and ask someone?
You certainly can, and speak to our commission staff specifically to ask to be added to the interested parties mailing list. Okay, I'm gonna,
We asked you that already, and you mentioned somebody in particular, a staff member in particular.
well, so the project planner,
Project planner,
you can
that was
reach
the
out to
term.
them.
That was the term.
You can reach
Okay.
out to them. In addition, if you're calling, you will likely get to our commission services staff. They can also
I'm
assist
thinking
you.
since I'm here now,
Exactly.
now would be the, yeah.
So
Yeah.
after the meeting has concluded,
Okay.
if we follow up at the front, and Jocelyn will have her go up there
Perfect.
and be
Okay.
able to work with you to get that contact information.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so thank you. Item number 4 on the agenda is matters from staff. Are there any matters from staff? Seeing none. Then matters from the public. So the zoning administrator welcomes participation in meetings. This item is limited to matters under the jurisdiction of the zoning administrator that are not on the posted agenda and items that have not already been considered by the zoning administrator. No action will be taken. Are there any matters from the public?
Is the noise ordinance open for discussion at all on this?
The noise ordinance is not under the authority of the zoning administrator.
It's
So
under-
while of course you can provide comment, it is not under my jurisdiction.
on deaf ears.
Well, I don't- yeah.
Too loud.
No pun intended there.
Yeah, this same piece of property is what got the noise ordinance brought back up
Oh,
into.
and sorry, I'm gonna stop you right
Okay.
there because we're not gonna move back to talk about items that we've already discussed on the agenda. This is really for items entirely new.
This is noise, it's nothing to do with the.
Yes,
the
but
agenda, so-
tying it
Okay.
back to that
Okay.
application, yes.
When the next meeting comes up, we'll bring it up then.
Okay, so any other further matters from the public?
Do you have any idea how long it's gonna take to get this on the books again?
We've concluded that item, so I would ask that you follow up with the project planner
Okay.
specifically, and I'm sorry, I don't have an answer
Okay.
for that, yeah. So with that, I am going to adjourn the meeting at 1:40 PM, and thank you all for being here today.
Okay, I'll go spend another 10 gallons of fuel.
And yeah.
Well,